Welcome to week 1, my first game in Bewear Battle Association Season 2. Our opponent is Toad. Their team's on the right. Their Mega Pokemon is Mega Lopunny, who is very fast, faster than our entire team. And they've got a lot of bulky Pokemon like Tinglu, Aegislash, and Crocalor. They made a couple changes in the grace period. They dropped some Pokemon and picked some others up. They used to have an even bulkier team with they had a Alola, Pheasantipede, Hydrapple, and originally they had Mega Latios instead of regular Latios. So they still have a pretty bulky team, but it used to be even bulkier somehow. Alright, let's look at what we're bringing. First we have Tapu Koko. We have Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt, and Taunt. Taunt is for Tinglu to stop some hazards, and also for either Latios and Tapu Fini, so they don't set up Calm Minds. We are Volt Switch. I didn't want to be U-turn because I'm very worried about Weakness Policy Latios. Weakness Policy doubles a Pokemon's attack and special attack if they're hit by a super effective move. And Latios is pretty bulky, and it has a weakness to U-turn, so it's a pretty good Pokemon to run that on. And if it has that plus agility, it becomes very difficult to deal with. We're holding Covert Cloak as our item, in case Lopunny tries to fake us out for some extra chip damage. We won't get flinched by fake out, and we'll be able to attack it. We're faster than... What are we faster than? We're faster than Latios, and we're also faster than Adamant Lopunny. Our next Pokemon is Iron Treads. We've got a Chople Berry. I believe we take 1 close combat from Lopunny with the Chople Berry. We can also take a fighting type coverage move from Aegislash and hit it back with an Earthquake. We have enough speed for Tapu Fini, and if we get a Quark Drive boost in electric terrain, we'll be faster than Lopunny also. We Rapid Spin in case Tinglu gets up hazards. We have Knock Off, Heavy Slam, and Earthquake. We're bringing Mega Gallade. I don't really want to set up with Gallade since Lopunny is faster. So if we do get a Swords Dance and get a knockout my opponent's Pokemon, Lopunny's just going to come in and threaten us out. So we're running 4 attacks. We have Close Combat, Zen Headbutt, Knock Off, and Shadow Sneak. I don't remember what Shadow Sneak was for, since Lopunny's the only faster Pokemon and it's immune to Ghost. Maybe it was for Latios in case it had agility. But yeah, 4 attacks Gallade. We have Chestnut as our answer for Lopunny. Rocky Helmet, so it takes chip if it hits us. I think all of its good moves are physical. It gets a Fake Out, Return, I don't know I think it gets close combat, and U-turn and triple axle. I don't remember if we survive a triple axle from full, but we will do almost half of we'll damage low punny for almost half its health with all the rocky helmet chip it'll take. So that'll be okay. I've got spikes, body press, leech seed, and synthesis. Synthesis and leech seed to stay healthy. And we have body press in case we find ourselves in against low punny. We can try to knock it out with that. Next we have Assault Vest Seismitoad for Tapu Fini, mainly. We are immune to water moves with Water Absorb, and then we have Power Whip to hit it back for super effective damage. We've also got Earthquake for Aegislash, Knockoff to knock items off, and Poison Jab also hits Tapu Fini, but it's 100% accurate if we don't need all the damage from Power Whip. Last we have Hawlucha. We have a Citrus Berry and Unburden. So after we use the Citrus Berry, we will outspeed low punny. Like Iron Treads, this is a Pokemon that can outspeed low punny in the right circumstances. We have Defog. I think, yeah, one problem I had with Iron Treads having Rapid Spin is that he really doesn't want to be in versus Tinglu, since he's weak to Earthquake. And I realized that Hawlucha doesn't mind anything that Tinglu can do to it. Since he's flying, he's immune to Earthquake, and since he's fighting, he resists Dark moves. So Hawlucha can come in pretty freely on Tinglu and just defog away any hazards. We've got Taunt to stop Tinglu from setting up hazards in the first place. We have Close Combat to hit most things, and Throat Chop to hit Aegislash and Latios. And this is our team. Here is our game. They did not bring the team I was expecting. I was expecting their top 6, pretty much. Latios, Lopunny, Tapu Fini, Aegislash, Tinglu, maybe Serena, maybe Crocalor or Muck instead of Serena. But instead they bring Crocalor and Gothorita. So what did they not bring? They didn't bring Tapu Fini or Latios, which is I like to see. They were very difficult to prep for. And no Muck and no Lickitung. So Gothorita is interesting because it has Shadow Tag, which is an ability that's really good. Usually it's banned because it's so good. If Gothorita is in, the opposing Pokemon cannot switch out unless they're a Ghost type. Ghost types are immune to Shadow Tag. So you trap your opponent's Pokemon basically, and if Gothorita is good into that Pokemon, you can knock them out, and then the rest of your team doesn't have to deal with them anymore. So one big problem is that Chestnut is weak to Gothorita. It probably dies to 1 Psychic, definitely to 2 Psychics, maybe to 1, because it's weak to Psychic. And without Chestnut, Mega Lopunny is really, really good into my team. So I have to be very careful to not let Chestnut in, not let it get trapped by Gothorita. But here we go. We led with Tapu Koko. They led with Lopunny. We are Covert Cloak, so even if they fake out, we'll be able to hit them. So I stay in just to get some damage. And we catch Tinglu with a Dazzling Gleam, not doing a lot of damage. But we are able to switch to Hawlucha and defog away the hazards. It gets rid of the terrain too, but that's fine. We're able to taunt Crocalor, it can't burn us. And here comes Gothorita. They're expecting Stealth Rock probably from Seismitoad, because Magic Coat bounces back status moves. It's kind of like Magic Bounce, I think is the ability name that Hatterene has. But we are able to knock off its Eviolite, which is good. It's not as bulky anymore without that item. They switched to Lopunny. I guess they thought I was just going to keep using knockoff, which is fair. But we are able to catch it with an Earthquake to do more damage, almost half its health. We stay in, because I think I take one return from that damage, from that health. But they bring in Serena. We bring in Hawlucha. We switch to Chestnut. And we swap out so you don't get trapped by Gothorita. We are trapped there. We're not able to switch Seismitoad, so we have to attack. We're able to knock off Serena's Rocky Helmet. And we do some damage before feigning from the Toxic. We get Tapu Koko. We're able to do a little damage to Serena and bring in Iron Treads. We are able to do half damage with Heavy Slam, but our attack is dropped by Drop Kick, so we have to switch out. Get a little more damage. We go to Chestnut to get Rocky Helmet Chip. I think we switch out again, yeah, to avoid getting trapped. Go to Tinglu on our Dark-type move to resist it. We are able to do a lot of damage with close combat. We do half our health with Ruination. We get Citrus Berry. We are unburdened now, so we are very fast. But we do switch out. We can't really do anything to Crocalor. We try to knock off its Eviolite. We get Aegislash or the Cobra Berry. And he is able to take us out with a Poltergeist. I don't think we haven't revealed Taunt on Tapu Koko yet, so we're able to prevent Serena from healing. We get a little more chip with Rocky Helmet. Switch out in case Gothorita comes in. So we go to Iron Treads. We don't want to get burned, so we switch to Hawlucha. We do a little damage with close combat. We find out for sure that he's Eviolite. We do a little more with Earthquake. Now we bring Tapu Koko back in. We go for Dazzling Gleam, expecting Tinglu to come in, because Crocolore just beats Chestnut, so I assume they wanted to protect or keep Crocolore alive. We stay in here. What were we at? Like 82%? I think return on Lopunny's doing about 70-something%. So we did survive one hit there, so we were able to stay in. We take out Serena. At this point, I think we're dead to return or frustration as they're running. So we do switch out. We get some Rocky Helmet Chip. I think we switch out so we don't get trapped by Gothorita. Get another knockout with Tapu Koko. Back to Chestnut. Get a little more Rocky Helmet Chip. Crit probably didn't matter. We would have survived another hit, but they could have just attacked again. My opponent switches to Gothorita, so they can get a fake out chip with Lopunny, but since we're Covert Cloak, we don't flinch. We're able to take out Lopunny and clean up Crocolore too. So after the game, my opponent said they were not sure if return or frustration knocked out Tapu Koko at that health. They were having trouble with the calc, or just unfamiliarity with the damage calcs, I guess, since everything's level 50. But I'm pretty sure frustration just killed there. So we got a little lucky, I suppose. We should not have won that game. But the Covert Cloak worked. We avoided Fake Out Flinch, and we were able to sneak a victory in. Yeah, so that was our Week 1 game. I'll see you next week for Week 2. Thank you for watching.